Good evening. I do hope I am not disturbing you. I remembered that you said you were something of a night owl too. Oh, no, thank you. No tea for me. I'm actually here because, well, the moon is full tonight, which means it is time for me to harvest moonflowers in the Forbidden Forest. I wanted to ask, would you like to come along with me? I mean, I thought you might be interested. Here, let me help you with your cloak. It is rather cold tonight. You won't be able to pick the moonflowers yourself. They are somewhat poisonous to humans. Yes, they are, and that is why I am carrying dragon skin gloves, but when prepared appropriately, they have very particular applications in potion making, chiefly in wolfsbane. I'm not surprised that you haven't heard of it. It was my addition. So far, there are only 2 people in the world who can do it successfully. Yes, me, and the young doctor I instructed at St. Mungo's. The wolfsbane I will be making with these flowers will be Lupin's next supply. You can smell them before you see them. There they are. They are rather beautiful, aren't they? It's a heady fragrance, almost intoxicating. They do grow naturally here, but there were never enough, so over the years I have cultivated them into what you see there. I shall gather just enough for 1 batch of wolfsbane tonight. The rest I shall leave to go to seed. The seeds have their own applications, the best of which is growing more moonflowers. There, that should do it. Let me just clean my gloves. Scourgify. I should also like to gather some purple water lilies while we're here. They grow just over there under the waterfall. Yes, of course, you can pick those. They are much safer. Oh, there are some very nice ones tonight. Yes, that is the best specimen, but it's too far out. You won't be able to reach it. Here, let me... I had a premonition that might happen. At least you got the flower. Here, give me your hand. Let me help you. Whoa! Well, aren't we a sight? Let me help you up. Well, we have 2 choices. I could cast the hot air charm to dry our robes now, or we could walk back to the castle like this and give Filch something to gossip about tomorrow. Here, allow me. There, mostly dry. That wind is getting bitter, though. You're shivering. I think we'll call this enough of an adventure for one night and head back. You know, if we had returned in soaking wet robes, it would not have been the first time Filch caught me that way. Well, I was no marauder, but surely you don't think I played entirely by the rules. I've never told anyone this, but I was in my first year at Hogwarts. And before I even came, I knew that I enjoyed the intricacies, the delicacy of potion making. When I got here, I spent countless hours sneaking into the restricted section of the library, reading things I had no business reading, learning about things I had no business learning about. One day, I found an advanced potion that I believed I could brew myself. The Moon's Eye potion. Such a ridiculously dramatic name. It's merely supposed to help you see better in the dark. It required pond slime. I know it sounds absolutely disgusting, but it's just various types of algae. It's not as bad as all that. Of course, I thought I could handle the potion, so I sneaked out under cover of pitch darkness and went to the Black Lake. I never cast a light because I didn't want to be seen. I found the pond slime, and as I was gathering it into my jar, I slipped and fell directly into the lake, soaked to the skin. But I was jubilant because, though I'd had an unexpected swim, I still accomplished my task. I sneaked back to the castle, thinking I was one with the shadows. But I made a grievous error. I did not account for Mrs. Norris's ability to smell disobedience. I thought I was home free when I rounded that last corner, but there, standing in front of the Slytherin common room door, was Filch. He took me directly to Professor Slughorn. You know, Horace Slughorn, the head of Slytherin House at the time. Slughorn confiscated my pond slime, and I was given detention with him for a week. I was devastated, because for the Moon's Eye potion, the pond slime must be prepared within 20 minutes of being harvested. Otherwise, it is useless. So all my efforts had been in vain. The next day, I reported to Slughorn for detention, expecting to be scouring cauldrons and who knows what other types of ignominy I would be subjected to. But when I arrived, he told me that instead of all that, he wanted me to spend the hour copying down instructions for potions that he intended to teach the fifth years. He told me that the book and parchment I needed were in my desk, and that I was to start on page 112. When I opened the desk, there was my jar of pond slime, all prepared, dried, crushed, just like it should be. I was shocked for a moment, but then I opened the book to page 112, and it was the instructions for brewing the Moon's Eye potion. Slughorn, of course, has his faults, but I always looked at him somewhat differently after that day. Heavens, I don't think I've talked this much in years. We're already back at the castle. The walk seemed much shorter with you here. I shall see you back to your chambers. Thank you. I should like to stay for some tea, but it's nearly 2 a.m. now. You should rest. We both have first years to face in the morning. For my part, I'll be teaching the cure for boils, and I anticipate several explosions. There are always a few who never quite listen to me. Thank you for accompanying me tonight. I Tomorrow night after dinner, if you would be so good as to come to the potions classroom, I will show you how to properly prepare the moonflowers. And then I shall see you tomorrow. Good night. Sleep well.